Tony woke up and was shocked to find the beautiful woman beside him was his teacher, seeing her putting on clothes. Tony gave an awkward smile, but the next second, his teacher slapped him hard across the face, declaring it was all just a misunderstanding, and warned Tony not to tell anyone about it, then boldly threw him a bank card and turned to leave. But she never imagined that stepping out that door would cost her life, and the only person who could save her was Tony, because Tony had been reborn. In his previous life, he woke up the same way, and unexpectedly got entangled with his beautiful teacher not long after she left the hotel. She got into a deadly car crash with a truck and died on the spot. Later, the truck driver was caught by the police, but shockingly claimed Tony had hired him to kill her. The police found hotel records of their meeting, and with surveillance footage as evidence, Tony was sentenced to 15 years in prison while serving time his teacher's family did everything they could to torment him. Tony finally made it out of prison only to be hit and killed by a car right after the injustice filled him with rage. But when he opened his eyes again, he had returned to the day he was with the teacher. This time he would not let tragedy repeat itself. Tony rushed out to stop her, telling her she would get hit by a car at a traffic light today, but the teacher thought he was crazy and called security to take him away. At that moment, her best friend called, inviting her to go shopping and cool off already in a bad mood. She agreed. Tony tried to stop her again, but was held tightly by the security guards. Only when she was out of sight did they let him go with the accident. Time fast approaching, Tony sprinted out without hesitation. The teacher saw Tony chasing her and, ignoring him, started the car to leave. But Tony threw himself in front of the car, shocking her completely. She yelled at him to move, but Tony stood firm, saying she would die if he didn't stop her. Furious, she got out of the car and demanded to know when he would stop seeing. She still didn't believe him. Tony jumped into the driver's seat and took her straight to the spot of her past life's accident. But after a while and seeing nothing happen, she demanded he stop the car. Tony ignored her in panic. She reached to grab the steering wheel, and in that critical moment, a massive truck suddenly appeared ahead. Tony quickly swerved, barely dodging the crash, but the impact caused his head to slam into the window. Only then did the teacher realize she had wrongly blamed Tony. If she had been the one driving, she would have died for sure, seeing she was safe. Tony got up to leave. He still had to go back to the hotel to retrieve the intimate footage of the two of them, but the frightened teacher rushed over and hugged him, begging him not to leave. Tony was touched for a moment, but he knew they wouldn't be truly safe until he destroyed that footage. He told her to return to school and promised to come find her after handling things. Tony returned to the hotel and went straight to the owner, demanding last night's surveillance video. The owner insisted her business was clean, but when Tony pulled out a stack of cash, her face instantly changed. She handed over the memory card without a word. But Tony didn't leave right away. He waited to see if anyone else would come looking for the footage. Just as expected, a group of thugs barged into the hotel. They were also after the video. The owner quickly told them Tony had already bought it. The lead thug immediately recognized Tony in their past life. Tony had borrowed money from them to buy his girlfriend a handbag. Knowing Tony as an easy target, the thug tried to intimidate him into handing over the footage, but this time, Tony was